Ah, I see we are running a surplus in grain this year. Excellent.
Aye, your majesty. It is indeed good tidings for Daventry.
Is that Graham?
We must
Yes.
begin construction immediately on a new silo.
Aye, sire.
Aye.
Consider it done. Egad, King Graham, the magic mirror.
Tell me, what does it reveal?
Woe betide us, sire. A bad omen.
Good morning, Connor.
Morning, Sarah. And how fare you and your good mother?
Oh, about the same. You know Mother.
Aye, I do. But she means well, and...
Wait, Connor! A sudden wind!
We do know, Mother.
Foul tempest.
What's that?
I know not. Stand back.
It's your call to adventure.
Oh no! No! Oh damn!
Hot Dog, Mask of Eternity, King's Quest 8. The game of the century.
So, can we talk about that King Graham for just a second?
Well, it didn't sound much like Joshua Mandel.
No.
Ah, a surplus of grain. Very good.
Hello, dear
I don't even know where
viewers.
to begin. Hello. Sorry.
Welcome back. Welcome back to King's Quest with King's Quest 8 Mask of Eternity. David, Souha, what the hell?
What the fuck?
Souha, like before we started, you'd never actually played Mask of Eternity. You have zero experience besides the box art you said, and the first words I heard out of your mouth before we started recording was, "Oh no."
I thought it would look a little different, and just seeing the graphics just immediately puts me in mind what era we're in, and I guess games of that era that were not like, you know, incredible are kind of their own beast, so I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that tragically, King's Quest VIII came out the timeline of computer software where everything was held together by string and spit, and 3D was so early, and like Sierra was known for having a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, a lot of like things that did not age well as the hardware progressed, and I think Mask of Eternity is probably one of the worst in this regard.
I think so too. I mean, this was on what Voodoo? What is it? Let's go into graphics here. So yeah, this was on a 3DFX card. That was the best possible card at the time. We're at a resolution of 800 by 600.
The maximum possible.
We've maxed out all of our settings for this game from 1998. There are some like glide wrappers and whatnot that people have made for games from this era, and we're doing everything we can here. We are holding this together, as David said, by strings and wire to get
thoughts and prayers
to bring this experience to you, the constant viewer of Saving Often and King's Quest. This is going to be an adventure for sure. There's
no guarantee that we'll finish this.
There's no guarantee. We're going to try our best. I have the gumption for it. I think David does. I think Souha does. I think we can do it. But if it comes to a point where this is just undoable, well, We'll do everything that we can. We've already had to record the intro separately because the videos don't work on modern computers. So brought that to you courtesy of a help page that David found. Yeah, this could actually just break halfway through, and we may just not be able to finish the game. We may get bored. Maybe the game is unwinnable. Maybe I've forgotten that, you know, they never finished it because they figured nobody would ever beat it. I don't know. Anything could happen, but we're here for you.
Yeah. I've never been able to finish Mask of Eternity myself. My experience was that I picked up a box copy from Babbage's before it closed forever. And even then, like, my computer was too advanced for it to get past the first level because it would freeze, and time has not made it any easier to accomplish this goal.
Yeah, David's right. There are some bugs, like the most notorious one is like not being able to finish one of the early fights because the cutscene just hangs. I will admit that I have gone back through since I downloaded all the patches and finished the first chapter of the game on my own. So I just wanted to make sure that it was all going to work and run appropriately, and it is, at least that part is beatable, so we will be able to get past that hurdle. But yeah, this is a very clumsy old RPG. All of that said, this was a game that I loved back whenever it was new. I played it a lot. I probably played through it a couple of times when it was new. So it does hold a lot of nostalgia for me. And I will admit that I will probably end up being an apologist at least once throughout this game. Souha and David, you are both more than welcome to bash me to hell for, for saying anything good about it.
I'm in the camp where I want to be able to appreciate it, but also, like, I've had such bad first-hand experience with the game that there's some resentment there. But we're all King's Quest diehards. We're gonna see how much joy we can wring out of this.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be a very tall order, but I am determined to enjoy something.
Good.
You know, so I hope that we will.
The three of us just need to be perfectly clear with you, dear viewer. We are over the hump of good King's Quest games. Anything from here on out is a curiosity or a novelty, in my opinion. But yeah, so this game, as you'll see, is more of a 3D RPG action adventure. You can read up on it a little bit online, but basically Roberta Williams and Mark Siebert were the main creative forces on this game. And Mark wanted it to be more of an RPG, and Roberta wanted it to be more of an adventure game, but they both kind of conceded to one another that it should be a hybrid. So Roberta tried to get as much adventure in there, and Mark would rein her in, and Mark was trying to get it to be more of like an RPG experience like Diablo was at the time, but Roberta would rein him in, and so they kind of came with a conglomeration of the two schools of thought. So this is a 3D action RPG with adventure game elements, and unfortunately, I don't think that it's going to do any of them the justice that they deserve, but we'll find that out as we go. So if you two are ready, without further ado,
let's go.
The thing that worries me is that I thought, well, as long as there's a little bit of King's Quest in there, there has to be some joy here. And that grab was like, oh no, this is the King's Quest that we're getting. Oh boy.
You said as long as there's a little bit of King's Quest, and the monkey's paw curled.
Yeah.
That's right.
There is some soul in this game, but you do have to dig, so hang in there.
I don't know who that was, that's all I'm saying.
Combat difficulty, normal.
Oh boy, here we go.
You don't want to have, the Dark Souls of King's Quests.
Oh, I can't see anything.
What vile magic has invaded Daventry? And what is this?
What happened to the voiceover? We had 6, which was like, at least, I don't know if they were union at the time, but union actors now. Actually, they must have been union at the time. Robbie Benson was in Beauty and the Beast, but, well, who knows if Disney was, whatever. The point is, those were actors, okay? Like,
listen, all the money went into this amazing 3D rendering.
Can you guys see?
I'm getting video. It's a little like choppy, but I can see.
No, not that. I mean, like, it's dark. Like, I feel like I'm like trying to shade my eyes, but I feel like it's just like the title screen was fine. Yeah, it's.
Well,
Uh-oh.
let's try that.
Okay, that does help. Thank you.
It is supposed to be like the apocalypse right now, so
Yeah, there's not supposed to be any color to the sky. It is always this black.
No, that is not the.
That's not the issue.
It's the lighting. Oh my god.
Okay, might I point out to you right down here, KQ, King's Quest. See, still a King's Quest game.
yeah. We're not
What is
playing
with
Ultima.
this Doom UI?
It's what gamers want. Souha.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my inventory. So I've got.
What is the source of this errant golden object?
Also, like, who wrote the dialogue for this one? Was it Roberta? You said, was it Mark Siebert also, or?
He
I'm
was.
sure they
He was a
collaborated.
producer. I don't know who did the actual writing. What I can tell you is that this game will not feel like a Roberta Williams production, but it very much was a Roberta Williams production. Like, she was very involved in this. So this was kind of what she and Ken thought were going to be the future of adventure games, even though this was the last game that she produced for Sierra before they sold.
Like, everybody even talks differently. I'm sorry, David. Go ahead.
You're having like Final Fantasy 14 flashbacks right now. Also,
I mean, maybe this is the Diablo influence, but
Yeah.
sorry, David.
I get to see Souha be betrayed like adventure gamers as a whole were at the time.
Be gone, Raven. Leave her be.
Oh no! Listen, I'm gonna try to be open-minded. I don't want anyone to think that I'm just gonna be. I mean, but Wither, like.
Oh yeah, well, if I stand back and try to click on these mushrooms, he'll say,
Tis beyond my reach.
Oh no. Wither and whence and tis.
I just want everybody to know that
Tis beyond my reach.
is part of my daily vocabulary.
Well, if nothing else, that's probably going to be my takeaway.
I know not the evil which enslaves you, Sarah, but I vow its defeat and the deliverance of your sweet soul.
Listen,
it's kind
like,
of Orson Welles, right?
a
At
little
the
bit.
very beginning there.
I think that like there's just a slang of Daventry has just kind of shifted. Like, in Graham's time, things were a little bit more approachable, but now that people are really, really into the stiff, formal Shakespearean prose.
Well, even Graham got into it,
Mm-hmm.
He was all like, yay, a surplus of grain.
Widow Burke, I pledge my life that both you and Sarah will walk our fair land once again.
I pledge my life.
I pledge my life. Widow Burke.
Oh my lord. Hang on. Widow Burke?
Yeah.
Widow Burke,
Widow
I
Burke.
pledge my life that both you and
Oh,
Sarah
I see. That
will
must be
walk our
Sarah's
fair
mom.
land once again.
So just a note here about how this controls. This controls.
Widow Burke,
This,
I pledge
Connor,
my
shut
life
up.
that both
Yeah, I
you
get
and
it.
Sarah will walk our fair land once again.
This controls much like an MMO does today. I have to hold my right mouse button to zoom the
Wait,
camera in and out
wait.
and move it.
Why are his titties so huge?
Well, because
It's a
he's buff.
King's Quest game.
Yeah.
But he has no back. He's all titty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, you have a very specific workout regimen to get this effect.
He's puffing his chest out. It's all artificial. It's just if I just keep it up here, no one will notice. All right. Well, at least someone remembered what's important.
I've got a mouse cursor here that's an arrow. If I ever go into combat mode, it'll become a sword. And that's how I'll fight. But I can hold control and get my arrow back while fighting, so there's some utility there. Obviously,
Is that a mushroom that you got?
Yes, there's
Yeah.
mushrooms. They're your primary healing. So my health is the red bar, my experience is the green bar. I'm currently level 1. And this is my inventory. And this is my gold up here, which I have no gold yet.
Wait. What the?
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
It looked like you hit something, but I
I
guess
ran
can
right
you go
into
back to
it.
the house, please?
Yeah, we ran into Sarah.
There's
it's
a
fine.
monster there.
Yeah, there's like combat and stuff. We may not want to like, you know, initiate combat yet.
Look, we just start. What the fuck? Can we look in the house? Like, I know you're playing because you like know what everything is. Oh, those are leaves. Okay. Can we like? What are you running into?
The walls and Sarah.
Unfortunately, there's no look icon. I can click my arrow on things, and if it's something that's interactable, Connor will interact with it.
Oh no! So there's not even like a sparkle or anything.
No, nothing.
To let you know if you've missed something. Oh my god.
Like, I'm clicking all over my screen right now, and nothing is happening. But as soon as I click on Widow Burke...
Widow Burke. I pledge my life that both you and Sarah will walk
I pledge my life
once
to
again.
you.
When I'm in a room, he'll be walking very slowly, and as soon as I walk out of the door, he'll break into a run.
Oh,
I slam into the nearest surface.
What a jump! Like, incredible athleticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Connor's hot, actually.
Yeah, wow, what form? Okay, athlete.
Just watch out for the
running?
Sasquatches.
My own dwelling, although I should check for intruders.
Thank heavens. I'm so sorry.
It's what I say anytime I come home.
It's complete tonal whiplash, I know. Apparently
I
Connor
love the gentle guitar.
Yeah, apparently Connor's a painter. Still working on that magnum opus, lots of blank canvases.
I see that he has not ever started painting.
No.
Yeah, but you know that he's actually really, really good at it. He just doesn't feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true.
Ah, my dagger.
My trusted blade.
I must needs it.
Oh, I can drink soup, apparently.
Oh boy.
What's over
Wasn't
here?
out of your reach, I guess.
'Tis within my reach. Oh, hey, there's something in the pot.
Ooh.
I have $35.
This will not work. This will not work.
That is quite a choice.
Okay, my Q button will draw my weapon, my E button will put it away. If I hit tab, it'll hide the interface. Immersion mode, look at this. Alright.
Oh my god, what the f-
Yeah.
Whence
Oh,
these
no.
creatures? This is madness.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh,
wrong,
don't
Souha?
worry. Don't worry. This is a very violent game for a King's Quest game.
I see the Diablo influence here.
The adventure gamers were so salty.
'Tis beyond my reach.
Can't
Poor
imagine
chap.
why.
Seems the alchemist tried securing his house, but couldn't save himself.
The whole like apocalypse happened in the span of a minute, so that was impressive.
The
Yeah.
alchemist shop. There
Oh.
could be something
God.
useful inside.
Okay, we've preserved the King's Quest, like, you know, death around every corner. Anxiety, at least.
Connor like decapitated this dude.
Yeah.
The door has been barricaded.
This is genuine horror. Like, this music and the lighting and the monster. I mean, they really have a Doom Diablo vibe. I don't get this at all.
You can
Is this-
absolutely see that Diablo influence throughout.
Is this better or worse than Ooga Booga?
Much worse, I think. Well, it's not scary. Ooga Booga is actually a little scary, but it's grim.
Ah, the tavern. Even it shows damage.
How so?
I never would have thought a tavern could show damage. And yet, alack.
You will live to
Beloved-
walk the green land of Daventry once more. I promise you that. Wretched fellow. The plight of the good people of Daventry is almost more than I can bear. I must help them.
Connor has to go up to every single petrified person and make an oath.
Poor Julia. You were there for me when I had troubles, and now you need me. I shall persevere until you are freed from this horrendous evil.
This is kind of giving like they had a thing, right? Like, or that he has a thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you need me. Well,
Hey,
I
look.
would persevere.
Gloves.
Aye, leather gloves will surely help.
Now my armor is too.
I. Wait, what's that under the table also? Oh boy, those noises. There was something else under the table, right?
Yeah, it
Lord
looks like
Julia,
mugs.
You were there for me when I had trouble.
Can't do anything with
Now
them.
you need me. I shall persevere
I like that
until you are free
they,
from this
filled up a bunch of
evil.
mugs and kept them on the shelf for easy access so they can be completely flat when they serve them.
I know
Well, maybe they were
Julia
expecting
would
a
allow
rush.
Me the use of her gold.
It's like in humongous entertainment games. When you borrow something, they're like, "It's okay. We'll just bring it back when we're done with it."
Oh. Had a bit too much to drink.
Wait, what? What happened to you?
I
The
clicked on the mug and I think Connor is getting a bit tipsy.
Can you be drunk in this, or is that it?
I think that's it, because I've drank 3 mugs so far.
Drink another one. Maybe we can die.
It's not
I
letting me.
swear that I will save all of you as soon as I get hammered.
I just
shall
need.
not let your beer go to waste, good friends.
I only need some liquid courage.
'Tis what they would have wanted.
I
So
know
we're gonna
Julia
perfect
will
our
allow me to
Connor
open up all of her boxes and take her stuff.
A crystal with healing properties.
So that's a crystal with healing properties. What's this?
This potion will help shield me against all attacks.
Okay. And this is a mushroom?
A mushroom with curative properties.
Alright. Do I not have a run button?
It would be rude to run indoors.
Yeah. especially
Julia
during the
would not
apocalypse.
appreciate me running in her abode.
Tis beyond my reach. Joseph, my friend, you and I have toiled side by side. You are a good man, and I shall persevere to free you from this evil imprisonment.
Connor apologizes personally to every statue in the village.
Alright, there's a guy. Let's kill him.
I just want Connor to be like, like, Andrew, how I hated you. I'm glad this happened to you.
Jebediah, you layabout. I mean, I swear you shall be restored once again.
Even if you are
Nothing
much
all
more
day.
handsome as a statue.
Can I just say that it's a pleasure to be experiencing new Souha King's Quest content, no matter how bad it is.
Thank you.
This guy's just having a bath.
Oh no, oh no, oh here comes another one. Oh, look at him go! Where do I know that noise from? It's gotta be a
pretty
stock sound
standard.
effect.
Yeah, it is a very common stock sound effect.
Nice.
What was that?
Ate a mushroom.
Eating mushrooms. That's what happens when you eat a mushroom. You hear a little bing.
Oh.
Mr. Kavanaugh, I am sickened by your plight. I promise to do all I can to save you from further torment.
Alright, what's in his house?
Does the structure of the game change from this?
child's drawing.
Insofar as the game gets less adventure-y towards the back end.
Less?
Poor woman. It must be torture for her.
There are going to be
I
some
must do
inventory
all I can to
puzzles.
free her. Tis beyond my reach.
And there are going to actually be like NPCs you can talk to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of my experience with this game is through other people's Let's Plays. Shout out to Skid Dog, who has like a 10-year-old Let's Play that was my definitive experience with the game.
Hey, speaking of 10 years old, want to see one of 11-year-old me's favorite jokes?
Hell yeah. Oh no.
I thought that was hilarious. The guy rolls up his newspaper and fights you with it.
I probably would have thought that too.
And now he's dead.
No! he like shit himself?
I don't know.
Almost certainly.
You can't actually.
There.
Wow. Okay.
There's little flourishes in the environment. Like we got the
Child must
swing.
live
There's a
here.
little like hobby horse inside the house. So like they're trying with the environmental storytelling.
Is there like a making of this or like a retrospective?
I'm sure there is somewhere.
I think that like stuff like maybe like the video game antiquarian maybe has like some documentation on it, but like I don't think there's like I've seen very little in terms of like videos talking about the game as a whole beyond maybe some salt. Like this game both came out at a time when that stuff would not really be very unlikely to be made for it, and also just like the people who do remember this game tend to not think on it very fondly.
Yeah.
Can you get like chest armor? Is that what the titty icon is for?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck? Like, that was so needless.
Listen, it's what gamers want.
Yeah, apparently.
And gamers want block puzzles. Oh, I haven't showed you the coolest thing that Connor can do. How do you do it?
Can you backflip?
Yeah. Can. They backflip. Oh, you know what? I bet you just do it like this. Oh yeah! Just hold back and jump.
Oh man, you gotta do it outside.
I gotta say, block puzzle's not as good as Broken Sword 3's.
Shut up.
Also, I'm sorry, but you do understand you're gonna have to backflip from now on to travel everywhere. Wherever possible.
So this is the part that would always freeze.
Yeah, this is where like the game would reliably crash with no solutions working for me.
Alack, what goes here?
A lap.
This is where I
Who
learned the word
in the
usurper.
studio? Oh boy, it wasn't 7?
No, it was here.
Oh.
Right here.
Usurper, the mask piece, hand it over.
By whose authority, sir?
I will dispatch you anon.
Give it here.
Or fight for it then. On guard.
On guard, you blackguard. How about you, sir?
Despicable varmint. Whence came he to Daventry?
Is he a
'Twas a
varmint?
blighted day indeed, whence thou arrivedest to Daventry.
This potion will increase my strength during battle.
I know this for some reason. Oh my god.
But look, we
Who
can
is
save our
doing
game.
this voice? Yeah, that's true. The most important thing.
Why is there a crystal up there?
'Tis beyond my reach.
I presume that the corpse dropped it. I think there's another one on the ground too. I know you had to use a couple crystals for that fight.
There we go. Nice.
Got to make sure that we've got enough resources for the long haul, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Like games like this always like give me a slight amount of anxiety because like there's not always a reliable way to heal, and the randomness of combat means that
Backflip,
things
please.
could go very badly.
Oh. Oh, awesome! Thank you. All right, we got our first death. But no death messages.
We
Aw.
don't even have a personal thank you from Roberta Williams for buying the game.
Nope.
Perhaps I should not. Perhaps I should have looked before I leapt.
'Twas a foul deed to have leaped off that cliff.
Alright, so you know the rule is we're gonna have to make our own death messages for Connor.
Okay. I'm down with that. Somebody's got to do it. It might as well be us.
Beyond my reach.
What was I thinking? I am not a fish. I possess lungs, not gills.
I have not gills.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is alright, so there's the tavern.
I think we left our healing crystals when we reloaded, because we're now short 2.
Oh, thank you. That's important.
What do the crystals do again?
The heal.
Which is very important in a game that is full of combat and not necessarily a permanent place to heal.
You know what? We're just gonna reload because I was right there. Hopefully, they're still on the ground. Ah,
'Tis beyond my reach.
there we go. There we go. All right. So this was the house. Down this hill and across this bridge.
Is it weird if I say some of this is reminding me of American McGee's Alice?
I mean, in terms of like the polygonal count and like the ominous mood, I could see it.
It's the mood. I think Alice looked much better than this, but
I mean, it was
just
much more stylized.
I could be. God, it's been so many years, but I just feel like this ambiance and the running around in the dark, it's just bringing back memories.
Look, it's
Way to
Daventry.
Castle Daventry.
See, it is King's Quest.
Whenceforth
The road
I
to
may
Castle
find
Daventry
his
is blocked.
majesty.
How can I travel there?
So I want to
The road to
point
Castle
out that
Daventry is blocked. How can I travel there?
this is Daventry that we're wandering around in right now, and under Graham's rule and that surplus of grain, we have a much larger population. Like we have multiple peasant houses and not just the one now.
Wait,
true.
we have multiple peasants?
Yeah, like Connor and this whole village here and all these people that he's swearing to save.
Who was the one peasant that we had before?
The peasant couple, who we got the violin from, and we gave the bowl of endless
Oh
food to.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the population of Daventry was gnomes and the troll, and in the clouds there's the giant. There's a rock.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
now we've gentrified Daventry.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a grain surplus.
Oh, and I guess do you guys consider the witch to be a Daventry citizen?
Yeah. I mean, unless she's declared herself a sovereign citizen, which I could see.
Hark, fellow champion. Seek ye the dimension of death. Find the door of divine origin. The urn will reveal the way.
We have Wait, what did you even do?
I killed
Was
this guy.
he just here?
And then there's a ghost.
The ghost is telling us we should go to the dimension of death.
What should I seek?
The dimension of death, Sir Champion. Find the door of divine origin. The urn will reveal the way.
Pray
Tomb
forgive
of
me,
Sir
good sir, but
James
what
of
should I seek
Daventry.
again?
Famous knight of many years agone.
How many years ago was this?
How will I find the dimension of death? When was this
Find it
game
for
made?
yourself. No. He said, Sir James of Daventry. And I was saying, how many years ago was this? Because we only know
Door
of,
is bolted
Graham.
shut.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're adding to the Daventry deep lore.
The
I
old
feel if
castle
somebody
keep
told me to go to the
Daventry.
dimension of death,
I
then
should search it
I would have a lot of questions.
Wait, how did you unblock the road? I thought you couldn't go to Daventry.
I didn't.
Castle.
This is the castle keep of Daventry. This isn't Daventry Castle.
What is the... Oh, is it like a fortress?
Yeah, it must be. Because this isn't the castle Daventry.
Okay.
thrilling combat.
Yeah.
You click so much all the time.
This award-winning Foley going on here with the squishes and the stock sound effects. What did you like pull a lever and drink water? Like
he pulled like these manacles on the wall.
Are these manacles? What is that? What is that doing?
They're like shackles on the wall.
But I mean, what is the choir like?
It means that Rick did something good.
Yeah, that's the point chime of this game.
Oh, I thought that was a health thing.
And I believe what those manacles did is deactivate these traps. I think these shoot arrows at you.
Okay.
And pulling those manacles deactivated the 3 of them. So now I can open this door.
This door is well locked.
Wait, no, it's well locked.
Well, it's locked, and well locked at that.
It is most impassable.
Oh, hey, a person.
If it is at all within my power, I shall liberate you from this vile condition, good man. Somehow this wall looks a bit different.
Oh. It's just invisible.
Just like in Mario 64.
Sure hope that's not a bug.
It's not. But
Having some problems.
there's a chest in there. It is. Okay. But I can't.
We should save often
This wall looks
after
a bit
this.
different.
I think
Maybe
I can
if you
actually
put away your weapon.
First person mode.
'Tis empty.
Look, we can play the game in first person, just like Skyrim.
Oh boy, yeah.
Crystal.
Okay, so F2 toggles first person mode. Alright, cool. I love that mushrooms just explode out of these guys.
It'll seem like a good idea to eat.
This guy is wearing a shirt.
Oh hey, maybe that's a new shirt for us.
A leather breastplate will offer some protection.
There we go.
There we go.
Our titties are encased in leather.
This.
Liquid water contains excellent healing qualities.
Yeah.
Let's see how it looks now on you. Turn around, turn around. Let me see. It's alright. I feel like it's kind of holding them back a little bit.
Now I have defined booba.
Yeah, but they're squashed. It's like
That's
compressed booba.
That's true.
Can't even enjoy the little things.
They should have just like made it that, you know, the pecs get bigger and that's your defense.
Yes, yes, I agree.
I hear something bouncing around.
It's probably just another Sasquatch. Also, Rick, your low health is really giving me anxiety.
But that's the King's Quest experience.
Yeah, being able to
We
die
saved,
at any
right?
corner. Yeah, I saved before the fight. Let me.
Oh, good.
Let me go ahead and save again.
Everything about this game is like crazy. Like just, it's not even necessarily bad, like the icon and the music, but it's just so unrecognizable.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a vastly different experience, and like we've kind of discussed earlier, I just think it's just motivated by other games selling way better than adventure games at the time.
Just a very interesting note to go out on, that's for sure.
I mean, this was like Roberta's like final game with the old Sierra before they basically just sold the company. So.
I mean, Ken and Roberta are working on something original, right? Like, the Colossal Cave remake is not what they were talking about, is it?
Yes.
I will be very interested if they make something original following Colossal Cave Adventure.
I get
the
I get the impression that Colossal Cave is the game project they were doing to scratch that old itch.
Oh, so then there's nothing else coming?
Nothing that they've announced.
I could use that rope and hook.
Well, you know what we have to do.
Grind our bones to make some bread.
Oh, it doesn't even kill him.
That's not what I was expecting. Maybe try it again? Can you get on the gear up there? Where? Oh, okay, I guess not.
That is not the intended solution.
I just meant, can you die, you know, between those two things? But, alright.
How can I stop this wheel?
I know. I'll kill that guy.
Violence is always the answer.
So you get points for killing that guy?
Yeah. I don't know where my points are. I also can't seem to access... There it is. The top menu.
Can you use the mask?
What is the source of this errant golden object?
You can, like, read it as an inventory item.
Well,
what did you do?
I just clicked on the... I just clicked on one of my inventory items, and now I'm... now I'm fucking Terminator.
Is this limited time, or...?
Yes.
Yeah, it's down here.
Just about empty.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was
so
a
you
complete
put the
waste.
mask on?
No, I took the mask out. I was trying to click it on one of these, but if you do that, it just uses the item.
Oh, and that was that a crystal, or?
It was
the
some kind of a
potion
of strength that I had in my pocket.
Oh. I was up late last night, and then I had to do a lot of thinking early this morning. And I'm sitting here, like, yawning and just trying to keep it together for this game. The fact that there is, like, no... Like, I don't know what I would have done if I had to play this myself. Because I just feel like there's no direction. I wouldn't have any idea where to go. Like,
just kill.
I would have bounced off this so hard as a kid.
Farmer Sims, even you? I vow to you with every fiber of my being that you shall work your fields once again.
Farmer Sims.
Not Farmer Sims.
I mean, he doesn't particularly like farming, so, like, this is fine.
Oh, did we get something?
No, I just cut the chicken's head off.
Oh. But we can't even get, like, eggs or chicken meat for it?
No.
Ugh.
Farmer Sims would want me to do this.
Looks like a little piglet.
Oh. Aww, poor baby.
I'm not killing the piglet.
What is... Oh, Jesus, I was like, what is that noise? Even the choir singing is such a departure for a King's Quest, like, good job, you did it sound.
I think it's the sound that comes whenever you get experience points. I think that's exactly what it is.
Oh, okay. It just still does not feel very King's Questy. Like, it feels very a different game.
Mm-hmm. Under these trying circumstances, I'm sure these good people will understand my present need for their gold.
There's nothing to buy, but...
You shall see the light of day once more, good wife Sims. I swear it.
Good wife Sims.
Even a poor
oh,
babe
no.
in a cradle. I've got to stop this, to undo this evil.
Gentle babe Sims, you shall cry in your crib once more.
These leather boots will help me immeasurably.
Pray allow me their use, good wife Sims.
You think there's a bad wife in town too?
Oh, absolutely.
Good wife Sims implies the existence of a bad wife. Who's this?
Your crossbow is no match against this evil power. I shall not stop until you are free to walk once again.
It's bad wife Miss.
I did it.
I forget, are you able to steal his crossbow?
No. But
that would be too helpful.
I will get one soon. From that guy. You know what? Let's go get it.
Can't wait to find the death door.
Alack, the evil tempest has damaged the church. Now the door is blocked.
Come closer, lad.
Oh, a human.
An actual NPC we can talk to.
Closer, lad.
Hello? You're still alive. But 'twould seem only half so.
I am a wizard, lad. A very good one. I knew
Obviously
the
not.
vile tempest was approaching and swiftly conjured a countering spell, although, as you can see, it wasn't enough.
Tell me, good wizard, what was the tempest's nature?
'Twas a magic of darkness. The mask of eternity has suffered a terrible fate. 'Twas destroyed by an evil entity, which has since taken up quarters in the mask's sanctum sanctorum.
The mask of eternity?
Aye, lad. The mask of truth, light, and order. Now it lies in 5 fragments, scattered separately across the land.
5?
Well, 'twas 5, but you now possess 1. That leaves 4.
Interesting.
Zounds!
Indeed. Now chaos reigns, and the vile spirits who rule the elements are free to cause mayhem o'er the land. Mortals like you now find themselves trapped within rocks and stones. But you, lad, have been chosen to perform the sacred task of finding the remaining 4 pieces of the Mask of Eternity and returning the mask to its most holy sanctuary. The mask itself, 'twould seem, has chosen you.
Or it was just
honored to
happenstance.
perform such a noble quest. But where do I begin?
'Tis, my friend, for you to discover. I know no more. I can, however, conjure you a magic map which will aid you in travel throughout the land.
But isn't that the
Behold-
mask on your necklace?
Mm-hmm. He was a fan. That's why he knows all about the mask. He supported the mask creation on Patreon.
I am grateful, sir. My destiny is clear. I shall prevail.
So, the Mask of Eternity suffered a terrible calamity, and it broke into pieces, and he found a piece?
Yeah.
In the opening cutscene, like, we saw a meteor basically hit the ground, and Connor picked it up, and it was the mask shard. And that's why he didn't get turned to stone, is because he has a shard of the mask on his person.
I don't know if I was just too shocked to comprehend, but I did not get what happened at all. I just thought this happened. Well, I'm glad the magic map persists.
Yeah, we have a magic map.
This is... No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Serenia. Was it? Serenia?
We're technically in Daventry right now.
Yeah. So this is... Does this resemble the old
Absolutely
game at
not.
all? No.
No, this
I don't think there's a single landmark that is carried over from King's Quest 1.
Yeah, this is bare minimum
that's so
of King's
sad.
Quest. It is Daventry in name only. It is Graham in name only.
Yeah, that's for goddamn sure. I just hoped that they had, like, something.
I will say that having the axe for these sections definitely makes it less harrowing.
Do we ever get different music too outside?
I mean, there's different like zones to the game, so I believe there's still gonna be like kind of gloomy ambience mostly.
Also, we have King's Quest gravestones.
Widow Fergus.
Oh boy.
She isn't speaking to her son-in-law Brian Lynn anymore. Brian and Martha Lynn. Brian Lynn and his wife and wife's mother, they all crossed over the bridge together. The bridge broke down and they all tumbled in. We'll go home by water, said Brian Lynn.
And thus...
Widow Fergus. She isn't speaking to her son-in-law Brian Lynn anymore.
Wait, so the widow Fergus and the whole other family were buried separately?
I guess. Apparently.
I'm reading it as like husband and spouse and the mother-in-law.
Arthur Singe. She is far from the land where her hero sleeps, and lovers around her are sighing, but coldly she turns from their gaze and weeps, for her heart in his grave is lying.
Well, you gotta give them that these are way better than the 7 ones.
Yeah.
They're like, stop reading our gravestones.
Yeah, we're actually killing everybody whose gravestones we're reading. I don't like that. Alright, more gravestones.
Anne Cooper Whitman, chaste to her husband, frank to all beside, a teeming mistress, but a barren bride.
A teeming mistress.
I don't know quite what that means. A teeming mistress, but a barren bride.
I think that means that she was very promiscuous, but not a good wife.
By the hand, and I will not let thee go.
We found the bad wife.
Barren is just such a loaded word.
Yeah.
Bessie Leonard, my grandmother made dying her life's work. Brigid, Samuel, and Comesill, in Daventry 3 saints one grave do fill.
You guys do not make it easy to get the adventure game.
So what was young Rick's thought process playing through all this?
I liked it.
Like, you were like, hell yeah, I feel so powerful, my chest is huge, I can backflip, I say things like whence and perchance.
It is absolutely the power fantasy that every teenage boy has.
You know what young Rick liked about this game? Young Rick liked the fact that when you got new armor, you could see it on your character.
Aww. See, these are the details I want.
Yeah, I like seeing the numbers go up. Like, it's a very... honestly, I like the progression. It's a very simple, linear progression. You get better armor, you get better weapons. There's not a lot of choice. Like, you don't get to choose and equip yourself with weapons. You just get a weapon and it is better. Why is it better? Because you got it later in the game. Like, that's it. I don't know.
You know, it can be that simple sometimes.
I guess I just kind of like that. Like, I liked the RPG and the fighting and adventure aspects of it there. Like, to me, going through and exploring Daventry, like, I wasn't thinking, like, wow, this is the barest facsimile of Daventry. I was thinking, wow, I'm exploring Daventry in 3D.
So this felt like Daventry and King's Quest to you at the time?
I mean, it didn't necessarily, but...
I feel like that when Rick played this, like, the concept of Daventry wasn't so crystallized as, like, long-term fans would have it. Like, like Rick and I think, like, started into adventure games towards the back end of, like, when they were at their peak. So, and this game scratches a different itch than adventure games do, and that can still be, like, good and enjoyable, even if, like, the long-term fans of King's Quest that were, like, there from the DOS games onward would just be like, well, this isn't what I wanted. And there are other games that can, like, if I enjoy Diablo or whatever, I can just play Diablo. If I come to this game for its branding, I want something different.
Yeah, I mean, to somebody like my dad, this was garbage. He did not want an action game. He did not want an arcade game, as he would have said. He wanted to think. He wanted puzzles. He wanted an adventure game. But for me, I mean, another part of it was probably just the fact that, like, growing up, I'd seen my parents and my brother get new Sierra games and get into new King's Quest games. Like I've said before, like, my first adventure game at the age of 5 was King's Quest 6, and I remember my mom giving my dad King's Quest 7 for Christmas, and, like, by the time this game came out, I was of an age where I could understand it, and this was my King's Quest, you know? Like, my dad didn't play it. He basically left it to me to play, and it was my new King's Quest.
That's so cute.
It was exciting in that way. Like, I wasn't thinking about things like, you know, the story or, you know, how it compared to other King's Quest games. I was just thinking that it was a cool action game, you know? And it had a King's Quest name, so it meant something.
Yeah. That's cool.
Squire Bickerstaff Whately. Alack, he's gone the way of all flesh.
Bickerstaff is certainly a name.
And, like, I was also of the age where, like, especially with my Quest for Glory collection, like, I would take the manual with me to school and I'd read it on recess. Like, I'd do the same thing with this. Like, this was my game. This is a game that I knew about, that my friends weren't playing. Like, you know, everybody had their game. This was one of mine.
The town drunk. When money's tight and is hard to get, and your horse has also ran, when all you have is a heap of debt, a pint of plain is your only man.
Why was it in all caps?
Matilda Mason, O stony grey soil.
Oops.
Matilda Mason, O stony grey soil of Daventry, the laugh from my love you thieved. Sir Charles Teasdale, lie still, my breaking heart, my silent heart, lie still and break.
Jeez.
S.N.
They're all very somber.
I have had just about all I can take of myself.
Oh, that's really dark.
Yeah.
Cynthia Cox, with all my will but much against my heart, we two now part.
Do you think the healing mushrooms are growing out of the zombies, or they just were buried with them?
Growing out of them.
Father O'Flynn, of priests we can offer a charming variety, far renowned of larnin and piety. Still I demand ye, without impropriety, Father O'Flynn as the flower of them all.
Oh, is this supposed to be Irish? Larnin?
Must be, yeah. Hey, don't run away from me.
He's just trying to kite you while, you know, his buddy shoots you to death.
You know, the worst thing about enjoying a game like this when you're tired is you close your eyes to take in, you know, what you can of it while resting your eyes. And you're treated to this wonderful just symphony of splats and groans and just ominous.
But now I have a crossbow.
It's really excellent. Yeah, great.
I always loved this crossbow because wherever you click is where it shoots.
Just like in real life.
Okay. Yeah. Unlimited bows, or?
Unlimited.
Just like in real life.
You don't even have to, like, reload. It's just...
Yeah. It's just an auto-fire crossbow.
Yeah.
They must have ran out of things to say on gravestones.
John West Proust. All's over then.
Fitting for the last grave.
Andrew Cherry. I am not so great a fool as you take me for. I have been bitten once, and I will never give anyone an opportunity of taking 2 bites of a cherry.
I feel like all's over then is the Mask of Eternity tagline.
Julia Crawford. Oh, hast thou forgotten this day we must part? It may be for years, and it may be forever.
All right, did I get all
Sure,
of
I
them?
understand that one.
Lady Helen Blackwood Mahaffey. But the heart that is truly loved never forgets, but as truly loves on to the close.
Oops.
Father of...
That's Father O'Flynn. Okay, I think we got them all.
Beyond my reach.
Yeah, we got them all.
Tis beyond my reach is gonna take a while to get old.
Tis beyond my reach.